So, hey guys, I'm Brian Anderson, and I'm here to actually help with active stretching. This is the assignment that's going to be for the active stretching to kind of demonstrate how to do proper form when you're doing the active stretching. And I got Mariah here with me. She's my beautiful and amazing client, and she's going to be helping me with this. I know. So she's got a little bit of a problem here. Like right now, her hip's a little bit sore. She's been experiencing a lot of issues with the right side of her hip and her leg. So we're not going to actually touch on those because, you know, when you're doing the active stretch, it's supposed to be in stage two where you've gotten all the movement and positioning without pain. Unfortunately, her hip does experience some pain. You know, it's an unusual one. She's generally healthy, but we're going to go with areas of her body that aren't going to be painful for this. So we're going to do like the Latissimus Dorsi active stretch. We're going to do the Pectoralis active stretch. We're going to do the hamstring active stretch. And, you know, at any point in time, if you feel any kind of pain, let me know. We'll stop and we'll figure out a different one to do. So just to let you guys know, thanks. And so yeah, essentially the idea is that we'll go ahead and get into it. Well, what we're going to do today is we're going to actually, so unfortunately I explained that Mariah is feeling a little bit of a pain sensation around her hip region, the right side. So we're not going to do any kind of like calf raising active stretch, as well as like the hip flexors or even the quadricep one, since when you're kneeling on that, it's kind of thrusting your hips a little bit forward. You can, you know, hopefully not aggravate her. And I'm hoping this one doesn't either. She's stated she's going to let me know if she feels any kind of pain to do. We're going to try to do the Bicep Femoris active stretch, where she's going to grab the Bicep Femoris and she's going to actually just extend it, like she's going to cross it to a point of tension and then extend out, hold for 2 to 4 seconds, and we'll do a couple of reps of those, just so that way they can see the action. So let's go ahead and have you sit here. You can put your feet over to that end, your head over to this end. I guess it doesn't really matter which way you go about doing it, but lay on your back, and then what you're going to do is you're going to bring this knee up to 90, and then you're going to take your opposite hand and grab and reach and grab that bicep right here. You feel this? How it's not perfect. And then you're going to cross it, and then you're going to stretch. So I think you're okay. Perfect. Let me see. So then you're just going to extend that leg out, and then hold it for 2 to 4 seconds. Go ahead and bring it back down, and then return it. And perfect. And go ahead and, can you feel it? Perfect. That's what I want. It looks great. Go ahead and slowly lower your legs. Yeah, and that's how you do the Bicep Femoris active stretch. We repeat this about 8 to 10 times. And you hold it for about 2 to 4 seconds, and just, you know, as you go through it, as they breathe, just bring it to the point of the ending point of their motion, so that way they can kind of develop that power with it. So, anyway, the strength. Thank you very much. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do the hamstring. We're going to actually stretch out the hamstrings, and much like I had mentioned before, Mariah had been experiencing some hip pain, so I'm not going to do any type of active stretching. I'm going to try to reduce the focus on that area, so we won't be doing any type of adductor or anything like that. We're just going to try to stick with the hamstring, but if that's too much stress, you need to let me know immediately, and we'll stop. Generally, she's tougher than I am, so I'm hoping she'll tell me this time. So to begin this, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we'll have you with your feet over here and your head over on this side. And actually, I'll come on this side, yeah, so that way they can see. So you just lay flat on your back. And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and, since we'll go ahead and do it on the other leg, and let me know. We're going to do the left leg. So what you're going to do is you're going to actually lift the knee up to 90. Perfect. Then you're going to grab the back of the leg and hold it there. And you're going to extend, no, not this one. This is, that's the different stretch. But yeah, so you'll extend it and hold it to the point of the first tension. And then you're going to hold that for 4 seconds. So let's, and then you'll slowly bring it back and then repeat. And go ahead and go back down. And let's do it one more time. Perfect. You just go ahead and just set your foot down. And that's how you perform the hamstring, the active hamstring exercise. And sorry if you're tired. I see you yawning. Darn it. Okay. And that's how you perform the hamstring. So we're ready to do the active stretch for the pectoralis. And to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get on all fours into the position. And then what you're going to do is you're going to position your knees a little bit slightly behind the hips and your hands slightly behind your shoulders. And then that way it gives you some room to kind of dip down into it when you're stretching your arm. So this can be actually performed either on a bench, a stability ball, or a wall. Great thing is Mariah reminded me that I got this perfect sturdy bench here, which is nice, and it's got a cushion on it, so it kind of helps out with the exercise. Perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go ahead and have you in all fours. And just keep that spine in a neutral position. Perfect. That's right there. Yes. All right. So now go ahead and set your arm up on a slight angle and go ahead and bring that just a tad bit down like that. Perfect. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to lower that and then just squeeze those shoulder blades to activate it and then hold it for 2 seconds. Okay, go ahead and come back up. Now, let's move back into position and hold it. We'll hold it for 4 seconds this time. Perfect. Go ahead and come back up and let's do it one more time. And then can you feel the squeeze right here? Mm-hmm. Perfect. Go ahead. Back up. And that's how you do it. Great. Good job. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually do the Latissimus Dorsi active stretch this time. And so to do this, we're going to get in all fours just like the static stretch one. And we're going to place our arm up on, we're going to use the actual couch here because we don't have much of a bench or an exercising, which is another good point that it can work anywhere. And then we're going to I'll walk you through the steps of you seating back into it, but keeping your back straight and everything all aligned. And then you're going to go into the end range of motion, hold it for about 2 to 4 seconds, and then I'll get to the 4 seconds. I'll tell you to come back up. You'll go back up, and then we'll repeat. And you're supposed to do this about 8 to 10 times. So just keep that in mind. We're only going to do it twice, just for now, just so that way we can kind of show. All right, let's go ahead and get on all fours. And you're going to point towards the chair, so your feet are going to be back here. All right, and I'll let you guys be able to see her. So now, yeah, perfect. You're right there. Now go ahead and set your arm up there, so your forearm's on there, and then you're just going to seat back, but keep your back straight and your arms not, let's go ahead and just keep the little point. You straighten that a little bit more, not up. You got to keep it straight, so good down. It's a little bit arched up. Perfect. That's perfect right there. Great. Now let's go ahead and have you sit back with your hips, and then till you feel that first point of tension. And then you're going to hold that for about 2 to 4 seconds. Okay, go ahead and come back up. And then now go ahead and sit back again. And we're going to hold it for another 2 to 4 seconds. Just remember to breathe and just keep that. Okay, go ahead and come back up. And we'll do it one more time. Let's try to get you a little bit of stretch. Nice, I can hear the stretch. All right, go ahead and come back up. And very well done, as always. Perfect. All right, thank you for watching this video. We've gone ahead and gone over quite a few of the active stretches. We've gone through the pectoralis active stretch. We've gone through the Latissimus Dorsi active stretch, and we've gone through the hamstring and the bicep femoris. Unfortunately, I did want to show the calf one because I actually like that one a lot, but Mariah was experiencing a little bit of pain in her hip recently, so generally she's a lot tougher than me, so I would just keep that in mind, that hoping that she'll be okay and up and ready for the dynamic exercises, the dynamic stretching. If you wanted to go ahead and leave a comment, if you have any kind of questions, if you feel like there's anything you'd like to add to it, or you think of anything that I should fix, or if you'd like any kind of advice or whatnot, you can go ahead and leave a comment down at the bottom. I have been monitoring those lately. I've been getting very unusual ones, which is really weird. But yeah, that's the best way to get a hold of me. And thank you guys again for watching. I thanked Mariah multiple times during it, and you guys have a good day.